Leah, please answer me this question. Is it okay to bend your knees only when I reach my set point, which is at the side of my head, or should my knees already not be bent?
Ideally, you want your knees bent as you're receiving the pass. So it is your knees are going to be your knees are going to be bent before you get to your what you're calling your set point, which I'm assuming is your shot pocket. So knees bent as the ball is coming to you. This ensures that your shot is quicker and it's one rhythm up motion, and makes it a smoother, more accurate shot.
Coach, the video is cool, but how do I improve my range?
All right, so in order to get range improvement, there's a few things you do. Obviously, you want to get stronger, so there's three parts to a shooter: mental, technical, and physical. So the physical aspect is going to be definitely a part of it. And for example, if you see an 8-year-old kid and how they shoot three-pointers, they're not strong enough to shoot with correct form, so they're over there rocket launching it is what I called. So one would be, to deadlift, squat, get on a strength training program, basketball specific. Next thing is to ensure that your form is accurate, that your technique is accurate. A lot of range improvement comes from simply getting your elbow tucked under you. Now you're pushing the ball higher and farther. So we do a lot of one-hand shooting from the free throw line and all the way out to the three-point line. That definitely helps. And then just getting a lot of repetitions already within your range. This is going to make you stronger at what you're doing already, and then you're going to be able to step back.
Shouldn't your hands be catching the ball off of a pass into a proper shooting position, rather than catching the ball off to the side and then adjusting your hands to be able to shoot? Just seems that it would be much quicker.
This is a great question. And yes, ideally you're catching the ball and it's being passed already to your shot pocket. And that makes great passers, is they're able to pass you the ball exactly where you need it in order to shoot it quicker. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen all the time, and sometimes it doesn't happen a lot of the time. So you need to be able to catch the ball from wherever it's passed and get it to your shot pocket and be able to shoot in rhythm and shoot consistently off of all kinds of passes.
I can't shoot with one hand, and my shooting pocket is above my head. Is that okay to shoot?
In order to shoot with one hand, a couple things have to be happening with your shot. One is that you have your hand in the center of the basketball. So if your hand is on the side way out here, obviously the ball is going to start to fall off. So the first thing you want to do is get your hand under the basketball. So your index finger wants to be on that pinhole or splitting it with your middle finger. Second part of being able to shoot with one hand is making sure that your elbow is tucked enough. Everybody's different in how they shoot it. And so having your elbow tucked enough so that the ball is staying in your hand is going to help you with being able to shoot with one hand. Shot pockets above the head can become a problem. Doesn't mean that they're always a problem. They become a problem because you don't give your arm or the shot a lot of motion to go up first. And when that happens, your shot's going to go straight, and just the accuracy percentage-wise is going to decrease. Obviously, the more arc you have on your shot, the higher percentage you're going to shoot. And a great example of that is Steph Curry. We all know he's one of the best shooters in the league right now, and he has the highest arcing shot in the NBA, and that's just mathematics. As that ball goes higher, the rim, because it's circular, gets bigger on the ball's descent.
What do you think about a release where the index finger touches the thumb and the rest of the fingers are staying up? Have you heard about that?
This is known as the Kobe Bryant method in terms of release, and I think it's a great method. He talks about your index finger being the straightest finger on your body in terms of pointing straight. So this makes complete sense of when you release, that you release forward and you're pinching. And with the rest of your three fingers staying up, this is ensuring that the ball is leaving off of your index finger last. And it's a great reference point. It's something to know that you want to do when shooting the basketball, is that you're pinching every time you release. So yeah, I think it's a great method.
Julia, I thought the rule was you cannot take steps after receiving the ball. You said you're going to take a 1-2 step before shooting. Have I misunderstood this?
Another great question. Yes, taking a 1-2 step after you've received the basketball is traveling. Taking a 1-2 step as you receive the basketball is not. So the idea behind that comment is that you want to catch it. If you're stepping left to right, you want to catch the ball as your left foot hits the ground and bring your right foot forward, or your right foot down immediately after. And this puts you into rhythm, and that would be my definition of a 1-2 step in terms of shooting the basketball. But that's another great question.
When shooting, the elbow plays the main efforts to eject the ball, not wrist. Is that right?
You're absolutely correct. The elbow is what's going to project the ball up. Your wrist and your forearm is what's going to snap the shot forward and get the backspin on the ball. So the idea of elbow above your eye is that your arm is going up first and your elbow reaches up above your eye, and then your wrist is snapping forward along with your forearm, and this gives it distance along with your elbow and backspin. Thank you for your questions. Hopefully I've answered them. If you have any other questions, please do leave comments. I do my very best to go ahead and get through and answer them, and definitely we'll get another Q&A video up. Let's go.